Hello?
Hi, hello, this is Jason.
Can you hear me?
Yes, this is Jason.
Yeah, yeah, this is him.
All right, this is Bryson. Just want to let you know this call is going to be recorded and potentially uploaded to YouTube. How can I help you?
Hi. No, I was just calling to pick your brain about some things. Pretty much, I came across one of your YouTube videos, and I just wanted to get more information, kind of on the turning credit into cash kind of thing.
Why do you want to do that?
Well, I have pretty much I have a system in place, kind of like a niche market, where I've been on it. It's been running before me for years, but I've been on it since probably late September, mid September of
What's
last
the
year.
system?
So I can't really speak on it. Really, it's kind of just.
Is it legal?
Yeah, no, 1,000%, 1,000%.
Okay.
It's just it's not really my thing to talk about. I'm kind of just jumping on late in the game.
Okay.
But they've showed me their profits so far. But
by the way,
because I'm only
these people that you're talking about, do they
mm-hmm.
tell you to keep this a secret? For me,
They don't tell me that. It's more of a this is what we're doing. We want to keep it in the family kind of thing.
Are they your family?
Yeah, well, it's like my sister is married to, so it's a couple people with money, millionaires. My sister is married to his brother.
Your sister is married to his brother, and his brother's the one that's doing everything?
His brother and his friend.
Okay, I know you can't give me the details, but what's it about exactly?
It's, without really saying too much, it's just they found, kind of like how, not really, especially this is going on YouTube and all, I can't really say anything, but it's just a niche market where the more capital you have, the more
all right, so I'll tell you this, okay,
more
right off the
money you
bat,
can
Jason,
make.
right? It's very okay, how do I say this? It's very rare to find a gap in the market, like you're saying, and to exploit it just based, for example, on capital acquisition over a long period of time. Because basically, if there's a gap, someone's going to find it. And things that come very easy, usually, I don't want to take part in, right? Because usually it's very risky. It sounds very fidgety. So I wouldn't even get into that myself. But you called me to ask me a question, so I'm going to answer that question. Tell me, how do I turn credit cards into cash? Do I recommend you do this? The answer is no. Why did I do this then? I did it when basically I needed cash for my business that I knew exactly what I was doing. There was no mystery there whatsoever. It was just flipping phones and helping business to get capital and so on. That made me a lot of money. But that's all I wanted to do, right? So the system is this, okay? And by the way, the system is not secretive. I'll just tell you exactly what I did. The first thing is, all you have to do is you have to get, for example, a Discover, whatever credit card you have. Use that credit card to buy some gift cards, right? It has to be in MasterCard gift cards. Those are the ones that work. Or for example, the Visa one. The ones that basically allow you to load them into and use them as a debit card. So once you, again, system is A, get a credit card. You have a credit card. B, you buy qualified gift cards, for example, at a Rite Aid. 3, you got to get, for example, an American Express Serve card. Serve card is SERVE. Depending on your state, it might be free or it might cost you, for example, $5 to $7 every single month. Now, the idea is that once you have this gift card that acts, for example, as a debit card, you can go, for example, to a Family Dollar. You can go, for example, to a Walmart or a Target and say, hey, I want to reload my American Express card, right, the Serve card. And you say, okay, just swipe that card and you pay with your debit card to reload it. So you put the money from the gift card into the Serve card, and now you have it in cash. What do you do now? You can grab that money and transfer it over to your bank account. That's all it is.
Yeah, I got that from your videos. My question would be more of the So, all right. So for your process that you're saying there, it would be so with the gift cards, is it a certain like a $500 gift card where you have to buy? Let's say I have $10,000, right? Do I have to buy $2,500 gift cards? Does that not look
It doesn't matter, right? It will look suspicious for sure. But if you explain what you're doing, be like, oh, this is like for a gift, for example, you go to multiple ones, you shouldn't be in trouble. And by the way, it's not illegal, right? So even if they call the police, it doesn't really matter. It just looks very illegal, but it's not illegal, so it doesn't matter. Like what you're saying, like what you're telling me you're doing. But as long as it's not illegal, it doesn't matter, right? You can go to multiple ones if you don't feel comfortable, and that's about it. If you want to get, for example, a cash advance, it's going to be like 5% of whatever you take out. Now, here's where it's tricky, right? I also think cash advance is subject to a certain percentage of your credit, so it's not like the full thing. But let's say, for example, I found a business, and I have a credit card, right? And this business is basically so awesome, so amazing, that if I put in, for example, $1, it spits out $10. So basically 10x my money. Now, would I mind paying, for example, 5% to get that return? The answer is no, obviously, right? If I'm gonna get that much money, I don't care. Now, what you're telling me, I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds fishy and weird. I don't care if the person's a millionaire or whatever it is, or whatever they tell you, it's just weird, right? Whatever comes fast, the Bible says, if you build wealth in a hurry, usually you will lose it, right? And it sounds very fishy to me. So if you do want to get involved with that, and you want to risk, for example, your credit money, I told you how to do it. Do I recommend you do it? The answer is no.
I know it sounds fishy just because I can't really talk about it, but my thing is, it's not like a 10x kind of thing. It's more of a monthly return kind of thing. So it's basically in the form of real estate, but with guaranteed contracts, if that makes sense. So instead of buying,
are you talking about wholesaling?
No. It's it goes a lot deeper than that, pretty much. But basically, if my whole thing would be just because I'm jumping on late, or not late in terms of like they've already been doing it.
Who else has done this, bro? Who else has done this that you know, and you've seen receipts and you actually seen the money? Who else has done this?
I've seen everything. I've seen I've seen everything. I've seen the returns. I've seen they've showed me everything.
How much money do you need to get started?
It's whatever it for me. It's more because I'm like, again, I'm family and everything to them. So it's more of whatever you bring. This is what you like. This is the percentage you'll get back.
What's your return? What's your return on your investment? What is it?
So far from what they've showed me for the years of them doing it, it would be in the range of like 6 to 10% monthly.
A year or a month?
Monthly.
Okay. So here's what the law percentage says, right? The law 72. It says if you're getting 7 times 12. Let me see. So that's 7 times.
Say that again. You cut out a little bit.
So you're telling me you're gonna get 84% of your money every single year?
Around 70, okay. in the mid-70s, yeah.
So it'll take you around a year and 2 months to basically double your money.
Yeah, average.
Does that sound realistic to you?
I've seen it.
But I'm asking you, does that sound realistic to you? But let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah,
at that rate, if I give you 10,000, in 1 year you give me back 20,000, next year you give me back 40,000, then 80,000, then 160,000. Basically, in less than 10 years, you're like, now is this guy is he a millionaire, or is he a multimillionaire, or is he a billionaire? There's a difference there.
I personally don't know what he has in his bank account. Listen, I know he has the lifestyle, and then but all those things, man, it wouldn't.
The lifestyle. You see how much money I make on YouTube?
How much money? Say that again. How much money you make on YouTube?
Yeah. If I wanted to,
no, I don't.
I could lease, for example, a little Porsche. I could rent whatever I want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be very all I'm saying is, man, be very careful. And if I were trying to do this stuff, I wouldn't do it with credit. I would do it with the cash, and I would say, hey, whatever money I'm putting in here, I don't care for losing it. I would not bet the house. I would not bet the kids. I would not bet any of those things in that. Whatever money I put in there, I don't care who you look like, how much money you look like you make. I don't care. If I have $10,000, I'll use, for example, the 90-10 rule. I'll put in $1,000. You're telling me that in 1 year I'll get back double my money. All right, so I'll keep. Then after the 1 year, I'll put back the 1,000 you actually gave me. So now I'm playing with the house's money, right? But it sounds like a big
Mhm.
finesse, bro. Be very careful with this stuff, man. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And the idea that there are 350 million people in America, but only your small family found this entire thing, and and only them are doing it or whatever, is very unrealistic. How old are you, by the
Mhm.
way?
24.
24, bro. You're super young, the same age as I am, and you don't need to rush things, okay? If you want to do this again, use the 90-10 rule. 90% of your money goes into good investments, and the 10% you can throw it into whatever you want to and just take whatever risk you want to. But don't do this with debt. Don't do this with credit or any of that stuff. If you fail at this, okay, there's one person or one company that can make 30% off of you. You know what company that is?
You said in your video, I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
your credit card. Your credit card can make 30% on you every single year. Legit. No secrets. And that's how much they'll make off of that 10,000. That's $3,000 every single year that you're not paying it back. Do not play this game. If you want to play this game, use it with money that you do not mind losing. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is, bro.
okay.
All right, bro. You have any more
What
questions,
else?
bro?
Yeah, it would just
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. With the credit thing though, how do you? Yeah, I guess the only way would be to like ask them about the cash
Axel.
advance.
Yeah, you can ask them about it, bro. Be very careful. Yeah, you can ask the credit card about the cash advance. You go to the bank, you take the money out, or they just can send it to you. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
But be
but the
very
cash advance
careful.
is usually like really, really high
Five
in
percent
interest. So I
again,
was,
again, it's 5%. If I'm gonna get back, for example, double my money in 1 year, it does not matter. Even you're sounding like Tommy. This might be kind of weird, right? Because 5%, but you're getting, for example, 7% every single month, 70% every single year. Does it matter? The answer is no. If this was legit, it wouldn't matter. If this was legit, why wouldn't I go ahead and, for example, oh, I'm a millionaire, I have this lifestyle. Why wouldn't I go ahead and say, hey, let me just borrow $2 million, put it in here, get $4 million next year? It makes no sense, bro. That's what I'm telling you. It sounds very, very fishy. Do not borrow money from this. I cannot advise you to do that. Do you have any cash?
yeah, not anywhere near where I would need, but
Do you have a job?
not anymore.
Yeah, bro. Look, it sounds like you're in a tough spot. You got a little credit line, and somebody's trying to finesse you. Be careful. Just wait until you get your job back. Save some money up. If it's still there, you're good to go. Oh, and since you're family, if all you have is $1,000, it doesn't matter. Don't tell these people that you have, for example, 10K credit line, because obviously they're gonna say, "Oh, just use all of that, right? Just use that. You're gonna get it back anyways. Doesn't matter." Don't do that, bro. You sound like you sound like where are you from?
Texas.
You from Texas?
Yeah.
The good side or the bad side?
Nah, the Dallas area.
Bro, do not get finessed, bro. Do not get finessed. You spoke to me. I spoke to you. Get a job. Get back on your feet. Save money step by step. You want to put money into that? Use your cash that you don't mind losing. But don't get finessed, bro. That's my advice.
I hear you. I hear you, bro.
It's just logic, Brian. If somebody had an investment that makes 70% by finding this little gap in the real estate market, when there's millions of people that do real estate, they're gonna just like, oh my gosh, let's just put you into it. 70% a year, nobody else is doing it. It sounds fishy. Just use your credit line, 10,000, you get back 20,000 by the end of the year. It's ridiculous. All right, you have any more
All
questions,
right.
Jason? There you go.
Nah, that's it, really. That's
All
it
right,
for
brother.
me.
Well, if you you know something, Jason, I would like to talk to you maybe like in a few more months and see where this ended up. If you want to give me another call, you can schedule a call. I'll answer a call right away and just let me know, okay?
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely
All right, brother. And just be
hit the
careful,
link in the
man.
bio and all that.
You're 24, bro. You're super young. Just take your time. If it sounds too good to be true, again, you should know this, right? What's the most you ever made per hour?
Per hour.
Yeah,
Well,
per hour.
I was in a different I was in a different profession. So I was I played professional sports at one point, so I wasn't really on the 9 to 5 like that. It was
How much
more
money did you
of
make from that?
so my first contract, I was 18. They put me on 2.5. Well, this is in euros, so I don't know what the conversion will be to dollars. Probably like 3,000 every 2 weeks.
$3,000 every 2 weeks. And what happened with
Well,
all that money?
2.5 euros. So I don't know what that conversion would be. But what'd you say?
What happened with all that money?
I saved in. I'm not a real big spender like that, so pretty much it was just in my bank account. They paid for my place and transportation, so I didn't really have anything to spend it on. That kind of just went to helping out family members and stuff, really, and just food.
Do you have any cash? But you don't have cash right now, so you spent all this money. It's gone, right?
It's not all gone. It's not definitely not where it used to be, just because pandemic and everything. I haven't been able to make money, so that's what I've been living off of. But it's not all gone, but it's definitely not enough to invest. I mean, you can invest it, but then it'll be like you just invested all the money that you had left.
How much do you have left?
Less than 10 grand.
Less than $10,000. Do you know the exact amount?
Say that again?
Do you know the exact amount?
Yeah, it's in my bank account. To be exact, it's 6,700 something.
$6,700. That's a lot less than $10,000. That's why I asked you. Look, if I had that amount of money, right, and you're 24 years old, do you have a disability or anything like that?
No.
And your only skill is like, what sport did you play?
I played soccer.
Soccer. So are you gonna get back into that, or you're like retired from that?
No, I'm gonna get back into it. It's just with everything going on right now.
Okay. Well, here's what I would do in your situation, right, Jason? It sounds like you're running on your last few dollars, and you're like, I need to do something to make me more money, right? And that's fine. But if I were you right now, I would just get, for example, a job. Get a job doing something while you're trying to basically like get back on your feet, maybe like for another year or whatever, how long it lasts. Save up your money. Because, by the way, $6,700, that's enough, for example, for your entire emergency fund, right? So it gives you money for that. Get money, earn money to actually, for example, cover your whole expenses and so on. Invest some of the money you actually have left over. If you want to do a career, just to have like a backup. So if this does happen again, you don't have to rely on soccer all the time. That's fine too, right? But you need to get a second skill that's more firm. So when things go wrong, you don't have to rely on soccer if it's not actually like giving you anything. And if you want to, for example, do the whole thing with those people, grab maybe like $1,000 and throw it at them. That's, what is it, like $70 a month that you're gonna be making? And by the end of the year, you make $2,000, and just keep doing that. By the end of the year, you use their own money, you keep doing it, but don't borrow money, bro. If you're in a good spot and you don't owe any money, don't get into crazy debt. You know what I mean? And on top of that, start managing your money correctly. That's all it is. But you're in a good spot. You sound like a frugal saver, but you also have to be an intelligent investor. There's a difference. An intelligent investor, your goal is to say, hey, I want to make sure that I don't lose this capital. Because if I do, and by the way, when you get a normal job, you'll see, for example, if you're earning, for example, $15 an hour, $15 an hour, and you give these people, for example, $10,000, well, $10,000 divided by $20, that's around 500 hours of your time. 500 hours gone, just like that, right? If it doesn't work out, I care for you, man. If you watch my channel even one video, or you saw it once, a thumbnail, I care about you, and what I don't want you is to make a mistake. So that's my advice there. Just take it step by step, and you'll be good.
I appreciate that.
I remember, bro, lifestyle is not everything, man. You know what I'm saying? You look fancy, but you must know that too, because you were in the sport, like in the whole sports idea, right? You probably saw some people that like looked like they had a lot of money, and when things went wrong, everything fell apart.
Yeah, definitely. When I was on the teams, there's guys in nicer cars. I mean, but when you sign a contract, they pretty much put you in there's a residential complex that they put all the people who, they give you a house. If you want to live there, you can. If you want to get your own place, you have the money to do that. I was in the residential complex. I had the basic car that they gave us.
Yeah.
And, I'm not really, like you said, like I said, I'm not really a big spender like that. So
You're frugal, man. You remind me a lot of my mom. No disrespect. You know, my mom saves a lot of money, but she doesn't know how to invest. That's all it is.
yeah.
If you learn how to invest correctly, I have videos on that also. I have a link down below for all that stuff too, right? Just learn how to invest, master your Roth IRA, keep investing step by step. If you want to get into real estate the right way. Dallas is booming right now with real estate. You can get into a property, put down that 20%. You got somebody to rent it out for you. That's passive income right there. But the idea that you're gonna get 70% or 100% of your money in 1 year and 2 months, it sounds bogus. Just be very careful, bro. That's all I'm saying. Just be very careful. And if you do throw away the money that you have in there, just make sure it's not all of it. So if you lose it, you can say, hey, I can still bounce back and get yourself some income while you're waiting for this whole soccer thing. When are you gonna go back to playing soccer? Do you know?
Yeah, mid-June.
Mid-June? Yeah. So until June, that's like what, like 2 more months, 3 more months?
April, May-June. Yeah, about 2-3 months.
Yeah, that's like $4,000. If you get a nice job, that's another $4,000. And when you're there and you're playing soccer and you got all that money coming in, grab that money, start saving up for investments. And by the way, let me ask you a question, right? Because we see this a lot. For example, when someone like makes a lot of money in the family, the only person, does your family ask you for a lot of money? Do you like support them in some ways?
No. I come from a upper middle class family.
So they don't bother you.
That's kind of why. No, that's kind of why I wanted to do the whole leverage your credit thing, because I know worst case scenario I wouldn't be on the street, you know.
You can't think that way, man.
So it'd be like the risk, it would be more
risk.
like
The risk is massive, because let me tell you something, man. If you get finessed, right? Which there's like a 99% chance you're gonna get finessed, right? If you get finessed and you owe this credit card company $10,000, you won't be on the street, but for the next 7 years, your credit will be crushed, and it will be like hell underwater trying to, for example, buy a house or get into other investments, because no one is gonna touch you, because you flaked, because you got finessed. That's what I'm saying. But if in 2 months you can make, for example, another $2,000 or $4,000, save it also. You're with your parents or whoever you're with right now. You go back to playing soccer. If you're making $3,000 a week, which is a lot of money, by the way, $12,000 a month. If that's a lot of money, by the way, a lot of money. In 6 months of you playing whatever, that's basically a down payment for a home over there in Dallas. You got that down payment. You pay off that rental property. That's $1,000 in cash flow every single month. You do that 2-3 more times. That's $4,000, right? You're in a better spot than you ever will be, right? That's the idea. But you have to remember, right? You have to respect money, because losing money is not what you want to do. Even if you're like, okay, but I can be with my parents, or I can be with my family, everything's gonna be good. Don't worry, no, man. You don't want to lose your capital. Your capital is your sweat and tears. I'm pretty sure if you play soccer, you're practicing at the gym, you're running a ton. It's a whole job, right?
Yeah.
It's all that time, bro. So if you're spending all this time, sweat, tears, blood, playing on the soccer field, potentially about to get a job now because you don't have anything else to do, then do you really want to waste all that money that cost you so much hard work? Even losing that, it's not that's the money. It's the time that it took you to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Take it step by step, all right? Hopefully this works out for you. Hopefully you take my advice on this one. But we'll see. Schedule another call, man. Let's talk again, all right?
All right, perfect.
All right, brother. Have fun.
Thanks, man.
Peace out.
All right. Bye.
All right, guys. So that right there was Jason, okay? If something smells fishy to me, I'm going to tell it to your face, because basically I never ever, let me say, I never ever want to see anyone getting finessed and not say a thing about it, okay? If you're my friend and I care about you and I hear, hey, you're going to make 70% on this investment, but nobody else knows, I am going to tell you, I don't want you to get finessed. I don't want you to give up all the money you actually made. And by the way, this is why when things are good, you got to save for winter. when things are good, you gotta invest. So when things go bad, you have money left over to take care of yourself. The most important thing, right? And the idea that, well, I have $6,700, but I don't mind borrowing $10K, give it to these people to basically make me, for example, 10% a year. I mean, no, I'm sorry. 70% a year, and it's legit. Guys, it sounds like baloney. I'm sorry. It sounds like baloney to me, okay? So that's why I'm telling Jason here, be very careful with this. And by the way, whenever it comes, you know, I remember this so well. I read a book, it's called The Rich Man in Babylon. And one of the rules to gold was always, if you try to force gold to earn more than it can, it will flee your hands. You will get finessed. And that is not what I want for any of you or Jason. Guys, that's my advice right there. Comment down below, let me know. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Comment down below, let me know. I'll show you tomorrow. And by the way, if there's an idea out there that you can't explain, usually it sounds like somebody's trying to like keep it away from you. That way you don't have to tell anybody else that dumb idea. That's the, I don't like secrets. I tell you exactly how I do it, why I do it, okay? Because basically, there's enough out there for everyone. I don't really like that whole scarcity mindset. Like, I can't tell you about this, you know, because I'll get in trouble. You know, like Warren Buffett, right? Tells you exactly how he invests, but not what he invests into, right? I respect that, right? Here's how I find my investments, but I can't tell you what I'm gonna do, right? Because that's basically, that's like my inventory, right? But if you can't tell me anything about it, it just sounds very, 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 very fishy, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video. And as always, like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified. And by the way, I also have 2 other channels. The main channel, I post there every day, and also the Time Bryson Show, and I also post there every single day. So basically, 3 channels, I post daily, 3 times a day. And by the way, if you want to schedule a call, guys, well, I'm free for calls Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead, schedule a call for free down below, 30 minutes. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, peace.